So, have you set yourself some goals in terms of time frames, or like, you know, are you going to write out a time frame for yourself? Maybe just break it up bit by bit, or you're not going to put any pressure on yourself and just let it happen?
Well, I found that not putting any pressure on myself doesn't get much done, and I found that putting too much pressure on myself makes me sick.
Right. So you have to find that happy medium.
I have to find the happy medium there. So I think, you know, I set a goal to finish the story by the time we got here.
Yep,
And
you do that.
that's one. I've got to finish story. So
Yeah.
I feel like I've taken a lot of pressure off myself around, because you've been saying to me for a while, oh, I really want to see how Rocketman, you know, I hope you finish that. And so you've been just giving me a push every now and then.
Yep.
And I've come back and I've gone, oh, you know, yes, it'd be really nice to finish it. Meanwhile, you've finished 2 comic books and a children's book. And I'm sort of like sitting here going, So it's been very encouraging for me. And I think that for me, probably just in the next sort of week or so, I'd like to actually maybe do a timetable.
Oh, okay.
I
Yep.
think that's a really good idea. I hadn't thought about that, but now you mention it, yes, I think I'll write a bit of a timetable and have reasonable expectations. One of the videos I was watching just recently, I forget the guy, Kesh, and he was talking about doing drawing every night, and he said just 6 minutes. Just try 6 minutes, put the timer on and just do 6 minutes drawing. And I'm like, yeah, 6 minutes is manageable.
Yes.
Except for the night when I'm so exhausted, and if I go past my tired moments,
you're not going to be.
I'm wired for hours and I can't go to sleep.
Yes.
So I do still give myself permission to not do it on the nights where I'm like, I need to go to bed and go to sleep right now.
Yeah. And I think the timetable doesn't need to have necessary times or frames. It could be just a list of things you need to do. So it could be, I need to finish off those panels, that the unfinished ones.
Yeah.
I need to, you know, draw up the rest of the pagination, put it all together. Yeah, all the bits and pieces, all the jobs, and then you can cross them off, tick them off, and then each time you cross one thing, I've done another thing.
Yeah.
That's how I do things as well. I find that helpful.
I think if I looked at a 12-month production process from here and just say, well, I'm planning to only have a 3-day work week now with my caring responsibilities. So I'm looking at maybe having 4 days where I'm not focused on other things, where I'm focused on myself, and maybe having like 2 of those days where it's like they're my rest and recuperation and play days, and then another 2 days where it's art. And if I can do my 6 minutes drawing every night, and that usually extends to about 24 minutes, I can usually press the button and restart it, and you know, I get to about then and I think, yep, it's time to put the pen down. So if I can do my little bit of drawing every night to keep me going, and then maybe have 2 days a week that's focused on art, I think I can make a monthly goal sheet and then break it down into maybe weekly goals, because I can see that once I actually have the formula for and the way that I'm actually going to do, say, the colour palette, and as I was discussing with you the other day, if I actually, you know, I could actually scan something like this sort of thing, I could use it as a the palette.
Like ink drop it in? Or?
Yeah, I could drop it in as a background that I could use for all the panels. That's one way of doing it.
That's all set up in it.
It's all set up.
You have to redo it each time.
No. And the other thing I thought was, well, I could even just do a page of textural background digitally, and I'd really like to. See, that's the thing. One of the things I really love about this is that I'm always learning, I'm always pushing myself to sort of gather more expertise. And one of the things I've always wanted to do is learn how to, well, I actually have done digital painting when I did my Jason Celia caricature course, and I learnt quite a lot from him. But I'd never really done any digital painting before, and I was really quite taken up with using the digital pen and the graphics tablet.
And getting the strokes, the texture.
And how to work with the controls and stuff. I think I did it in Photoshop that time. But this, to me, this is sort of like I want to be able to do it in Clip Studio Paint, proper comic sort of software, and just learning to paint digitally in that program would be really great. So, you know, I could just do what you've done, is take one panel and do, you know, say 5 different treatments of it with a digital process, and also maybe try sort of some hand-drawn stuff. And just have an experiment and find out what I really want to go with.
Because like you said, sorry, you're doing all the background work and the leg work, but then you'll find the formula, and after that it will be easy. It'll be easy.
Might be boring, could be monotonous. Hate doing the same thing over and over again. But you know that I'm looking at this as like this will be like my first thing other than my book, as in a publishing sense. This would be my first one to kind of get out there in the world.
I think it's a good first one to get out into the world.
It's a big first one.
It's a big one.
I still haven't decided on the logo of the flag yet. I was talking to you about that. I was going to have a little, I was looking at this sort of thing.
I quite liked the one that you had.
I had it looking like the McDonald's
sideways. With the yellow.
Yeah.
But you may not have yellow anyway.
No, well, the yellow's not going to be part of it, I don't think.
No,
but I had to take off my sort of attachment to the joke around around the McDonald's thing too.
I quite like that. I don't think you have to worry about copyright or anything like that.
Well, that's quite simple, and that's if I go with the still spelling Earth in a similar way to what it's spelt with an E, then I think that's enough.
Yeah, I quite like that. I think it's simple.
Yeah, and it's a bit different from the way they do theirs.
Yeah, I think so. And it's an E anyway. Yeah. So look, I reckon that's I like that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So there you go. Woohoo!
Good. Enough,
I reckon.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we'll tune in in maybe a year's time.
Yeah, well, we'll be seeing each other during the year, we might do a catch-up.
Yes, sort of progress report.
Down the track a bit. Maybe sort of a 6-monthly progress report or something.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Good idea.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
See ya.
See ya.
Right.
Anyway, this will be good for you, just see if you're stuck with anything. Just look back and, could help you.
Wow, that's big,
That's big.
Crikey.
It's a big one. I think if you do it in chunks, it'll be manageable. Don't look at the big picture too much with this one.
Yeah.
Because it'll overwhelm you. Because, I'm a bit overwhelmed. But
by my one. Thanks.
Maybe because it's not mine, and I think, what would I do with it? Oh my god! But you know it intimately, so it's a different relationship. And I think if you break it down in monthly or weekly tasks, that's the way to start it.
So I've worked back from the end of the year.
Yeah, I think that'll make you feel better. Writing down all the things you need to do. And it'll give you some sort of, structure.
If you got this far in the series of the comic zine making process with my little chat with Kathy Langlade, congratulations. It's now quite a few years later. It's 2026. I don't know when we filmed this, probably quite a few years ago, and I've thought about finishing it, but my aged care responsibilities took over my life, and I'm only just starting to get my brain back and my energy back from a long process of caring with my mum since 2014, and it's now 2026. So as far as my plans go, that's the joke. Tell God what your plans are. But I'm still really keen to finish it, and I've got other little zines that I've done in between time. I just rewatched this part of the series, and I'm very aware that I'm like still the same as I was. I don't like repeating the same thing, doing the same thing over and over again. I just borrowed a book a few weeks ago from the library. Now my brain's working again and I can read. It's called The Art of Faux by, what's his name? The Art of Faux, P-H-O, by, brought the book down here today. Brought the book into my studio. Where is it? Oh yes, by Julian Hanshaw. So that's The Art of Faux by Julian Hanshaw. Really interesting for me because he is playing around with his style and mucking about with colours and no colours, and really inspiring to see how much he's experimenting with playing around with his ideas and his graphic novel. And I feel so inspired after having a look at that, because I don't want to stick to one colour palette. I do not want to stick to one way of doing my Rocketman comic. I would like to experiment. I would like to give myself permission to experiment. And this, reading his book and having a look at his pictures, like I don't want to take it back to the library, I want to steal it. So it's one of those books that I feel like I could have in my reference library. So yeah, I feel inspired to get back on with it again now that I've got some inspiration from him. I've done a lot of resting over the last 3 months to help myself recuperate. Mum's still alive, but she's going downhill, and I'm pulling myself back to myself to recuperate for myself and my life, but also for the last stage, because I'm her only relative who's here doing it with us. So I know it's going to be hard for both of us, very emotional at the moment when we're together. We miss each other so much. So yes, whether I ever get Rocketman finished or not, who knows. I want to. I'm encouraged to now. I feel like I've got the energy and I can give myself permission to explore. I've been doing a lot of work with my inner child to get myself back on track with my art after taking a really big hiatus from it. And we'll see. No promises. I just can't make promises. I try and do it with myself, and then life goes sideways so many times. It's like a part of me just wants to give up on my dreams of my goals in life, my creative goals and my business goals. And I'm going to give it one more push. Like, the baby's got to come out sometime. So we'll see how that goes. And if I do get it out there, I'll make an announcement on my YouTube channel and probably put it up through Amazon. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of that for yourself. It's definitely a fabulous way to be creative, is telling stories with pictures. And I really love it. It disconnects me from the adult world and puts me really into a playful zone with my inner child, and I need to get back to doing that because I need that part of myself to be healthy and to be nurtured. So if you've enjoyed watching those videos, they were made a long time ago. The quality's not great. I'm still experimenting with how I do videos, so we'll just see, but love to hear from you, and bye for now.